Yeah,
for you?
absolutely. I mean, in the design field, I mean, you know, you have everything from, you know, two-dimensional 2D softwares like, you know, the whole Adobe Creative Suite, like programs like Photoshop is still one of the most widely used programs, especially when you're doing sort of kind of sketches and renderings and just quick two-dimensional kind of representations of your ideas. Illustrator is obviously highly used when you want to do kind of more vector-based work, and now you have other programs like Sketchbook Pro. You have Coral Painter, and they all have their sort of little quirks and differences. Like you know, things like Coral Painter focuses more on a color palette. It's actually more geared towards digital painters. But in many ways, if you're used to sort of shading objects in a certain way where maybe your background is more in art, and it would probably be an easier transition for someone like that to go into design by using a program like Coral Painter. So I mean, there are so many programs, and often, you know, it's all about personal preference and what you're most comfortable with. You know, most companies often carry many licenses for different, you know, design programs. But like I said, like things like Adobe Creative Suite is still one of the most used two-dimensional. And then when you go into 3D software, now that's an area that's been growing a lot. Like for example, in automotive design, the most widely used program is Autodesk Alias, which is, I think now it's on its, I don't know, 14th or 15th iteration. It's basically 3D modeling software, which is probably one of the most sophisticated as far as how you can create a surface. You can pretty much create endless amount of surface transition and create a sculpture, which is probably more complex than most other programs. You know, there's SolidWorks, which is another very widely used, especially in product design and product design firms. You have like the world of animation, like Maya, that's coming into play. You have morphing 3D programs like Modo, where you literally, it's almost like sculpting a piece of clay, where you know you have this basic shape, and you can literally pick points and literally tug and pull and start literally massaging a sculpture in that way. I mean, it's becoming unbelievable, the amount of freedom now that you have to create a three-dimensional sculpture from scratch.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.